Hey everybody, I am back for another video, and today I am at Luray Caverns in Luray, Virginia, and it is actually known to having the famous Stalactite organ. Pretty neat. I'm excited for you guys to see it. Come on, let's check it out.
The caverns was discovered on August 13th of 1878 by 3 local men. These local men's names were Andrew Campbell, William Campbell, and Benton Stebbins. They were prospecting on a hillside right above us, which they thought might be cavernous. They had come across a sinkhole, and at the bottom of the sinkhole was a small opening pushing through cool air. They thought this was odd for a hot summer day, so they spent 5 hours digging on this hole, and Andrew Campbell, being the smallest and the bravest of the 3 men, first entered the caverns through that hole right back there, marked by the cross. He then slid down that hillside, and the first formation that he saw is this formation right up front here, which we call the Washington Column, named after United States First President George Washington. Luray Caverns is a solutional caverns, and what this means is that this whole place actually used to be filled with water. This water, which mixed with the carbon dioxide, which created a carbonic acid. This acid had broke away all the weaker material, and what we're seeing today is all that harder material that is left behind. Now throughout our tour, we will see 2 main formations. On the top are stalactites, which hang tight to the ceiling, and on the bottom are stalagmites, which might reach the ceiling one day. Now these are dripstone, and dripstone takes around 120 years just to grow 1 cubic inch. Now when these 2 formations meet in the middle, that is what we call a column. Also throughout our tour, we will see 4 main colors which represent different minerals. We will see a reddish orange, which is iron oxide, a blackish gray, which is manganese oxide, a white, which is calcite, and we do have a not so natural color in here. That is our green. It is our rock algae caused by the lighting and the moisture. Alright everyone, so our next stop will be the fish market. The fish that have been caught, cut, cleaned, and hung up to dry. Now as you can see, these formations are still active and growing. That is because they are wet, unlike the ones on the ceiling, which are very chalky and dry, meaning they are no longer active and growing. Now about 87% of the cave is still active and growing. Alright everyone, so our next stop will be our famous Dream Lake. It is our largest body of water in the cavern. So over to the right is our famous Dream Lake. Dream Lake measures at around 2,500 square feet. And as you can see, it may look very deep because it has a perfect reflection of the ceiling, but it is actually only 18 to 20 inches at its deepest point. Inside of the railing there, that is what we call Pluto's Chasm. Now Pluto's Chasm measures at around 500 feet in length and about 70 to 90 feet in depth. If you take a look right down there at our specially lighted calcite formation, that is what we call Pluto's Ghost. The reason why we call that formation Pluto's Ghost is because the name Pluto comes from the name of a Roman underworld god. Being that we are technically under the world, the name had just fit, but the ghost part actually comes from when the three men had first discovered the caverns. They had only come down here with one candlelight. This candlelight had flickered off the formation, giving it a ghostly appearance. They had also saw this formation around 3 times throughout their discovery, so they actually thought that it was a ghost that was following them throughout the caverns. Now, as you can see, they later on found out that it was just a formation in the center point of the caverns, so they eventually tied a rope around this formation, and it actually led them throughout the cavern safely. Now, we will be seeing this formation about 2 more times throughout our tour today, just as the discoverers did, because we are actually taking the same route as they took.
Right there, look,
Yeah.
Goes one more time at closer view. Now at this point in our tour, we are now 100 feet below the surface and will continue to descend into the main body of the caverns. formation. This is what we call Saracen's Tent. Saracen's Tent was named by National Geographic to be one of the most perfectly formed draperies in the world. Drapery formations take around 160 years per cubic inch to form. The water will come down at an incline and then in a zigzag motion to sort of form like drapes or curtains. Now if you take a look right inside of Saracen's Tent at our specially lighted translucent drapery, that is what we call our bath towel of the caverns. That formation is only 1/8 of an inch thick. Alright everyone, so if you take a look right over here, we have our cavern's Great Fallen Stalactite. Now this stalactite actually only fell about 1.5 years ago. No, I'm just kidding. It actually fell about 7,000 years ago due to a massive earth disturbance, and it is the last known stalactite to fall in the cave. Now this stalactite weighs about 170 tons, and as you can see it is still intact, it's not in half. It was actually cushioned by the mud and water that used to be down there. Now if you take a look right above our heads, this is known to be the most decorated ceiling in the caverns. It has over 5,000 stalactites above us. Alright everyone, so we are now in Giant's Hall. Now this is actually our deepest point of the tour. We are now 164 feet below the surface. The reason why we call this Giant's Hall is because of that formation right back there. That is our tallest formation in the caverns. It is measured to be around 47 feet tall. The caverns calls that formation our double column or our bride and groom column because in the next room we have had over 500 weddings in the caverns. Now if you take a look right over here at this formation, this is what we call our seasonal formation of the caverns. In the summer, they say it looks like a seashell. In the spring, it's an upside-down ice cream cone. In the winter, it's a Christmas tree. And in the fall, it's a pine cone. Now, would anybody like to guess what flavor ice cream cone this is? This is our famous Rocky Road ice cream cone. Alright everyone, so the next room that we're about to enter is called the Cathedral. Not only have we had over 500 weddings in the cathedral, but it is also home to the Great Stalacpipe Organ, which is the largest natural instrument in the world. Alright everyone, so we are now in the cathedral. Now as I said before, this room is home to the Great Stalacpipe Organ. This organ was made by Mr. Leland W. It took Mr. Sprinkle from 1954 to 1957 to make this organ. He tapped over 3,000 of the stalactites and found many notes that had made the right sound, and all of these notes cover about 3.5 acres of the caverns. Now I personally do not play this organ. I can actually press this button that will automatically play the organ for me. Would you all like to hear a song today? Alright, if you'd like to see how this works, you can actually look right back there at our great B note. It taps the stalactites about 20 times throughout the song. So basically how this works is after I press this button here, it'll send an electronic signal to what we call a solenoid. That solenoid has a little plastic mallet at the end of it. The mallet will begin gently tapping on the stalactites, and then the crystals inside of the stalactites will actually vibrate and create the sound that we're about to hear. The song that we're about to hear is called A Mighty Fortress is Our God by Martin Luther. It is Mr. Leland Sprinkle's favorite song.
See, lift it there.
What's that? What's that?
It's a wish. Alright, so that was the video for the day, folks. Hope you really enjoyed it. I sure did. It was quite a bit of fun walking through the cavern like that. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like these type of videos. And I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day.